Hello my crafty pals! I am having another mending project now in front of me. I realized that I was scrolling on vintage teddy jackets, and then I got the realization that hey, I do have one. I'm just not wearing it. Some of you might be able to relate that you have something in your closet that you have bought, but you are just not wearing it. So I decided that okay, I can fix it somehow. And then I realized that the problem was that it is a pullover sport jacket. I'm always having issues of pulling it on. So I went and bought a jacket zipper so I can zip it all the way in two. So what I want to do today is that I take the old zipper out, cut it through all the way to the bottom and attach the new one on. This should be easy peasy. Let's see. Normally the sewing projects don't go as planned and you need more time than you assume, but I'm feeling good about this. So join me on this mending rescue project. Let's go! We start by taking off the zipper. So you need to pull the same time when you go. Then you don't need to do that much unpicking because it will come apart by itself. So I have this kind of double grab. For all the small parts, the sticker roller is quite good to gather it up. But I think I'm quite okay with just with my fingers. Good. And the second part. I don't see it anymore. I do have my birthday coming up, but I do have now listed quite a many projects similar to this one. So I have been going through my closet and I have found some my really favorite stuff again, and also stuff what I have recognized as items that I like but don't want to wear. So usually the advice is that you need to style it differently, but those are just that they are not fitting me maybe currently that well. I do have a fluctuating weight, and so it is like I have stuff from different phases of my life and some like really things that I really would like to wear. So, or I have bought something and then it's just too plain. I heard the term snazzing it up from Scarlett from Afraid Upcycling. And I really do feel that it is bringing the fun back to the clothes if you can make it a bit special. I haven't been doing that much, although until now. I don't know why, but I always like to purchase things that are a bit different from the standard. So I have my stuff, my list, and I will go through it now the next days and weeks. And I thought I'll take you with me to my quest to make my wardrobe wearable again. So this is the part 1. I also like the idea of what Lena Norms is doing. She's having a year of make do, so she's only buying. She's not buying, she's only if she needs new clothes, she is making them. And there was maybe some other option as well, but mend or make. I don't know, thrifting was also not accepted. So maybe next year I could do that also. And the thing is that you don't always need to wait until the end of the year to start something. It can be from November to November, or from mid of September to mid of September. It doesn't need to be the whole year, but somehow it always, like now it was intuitive to say from the next year. Let me think on that. Unfortunately, I'm not having enough of this orange. Peach colored, what is it? Bias binding now, but I will see how it looks first when I cut it open and then see what I will do. I might just leave it as it is. Although it might be easier to sew if I had the teddy fleece somehow covered with some thin fabric. Band. I'll see what I have in my stash. Okay, my zipper is out. Just wanted to say there's no way going back, but of course I could just sew the old zipper back on. No, I'm not doing that. Alright, so let's see what we have. So this ends here. And then I need to cut it all the way here. And I will insert my black zipper here in between. So, let's cut. I assume the easiest way to get it in the middle. Well, I could measure it, but I'm not the measuring type. Oh, I know who. My children started to sew by hand, so now they have stolen all my pins. I might need to get them back. So that's how I would do it. So I have the seams here, I have the seam here, I have the seam here, so why not just cut? Do you agree? Goodbye, chicken. Wish me luck. Good. Okay, I will fix this with the overlock. And then I have a good secured edge of the padded fabric. And then I will see what I will do with the rest. Good. So the other projects that I'm planning, I bought from TK Maxx on sale a really nice, just a cotton fabric, pink, well, Altrosa in German, old rosa, pale pink or powder pink or something like that. How do you call it? Dress, and it feels good on me, but it looks it looks like the gown from the maternity ward. So that I need to snazz up. And I have really nice satin trousers that I bought from Kubus when I was in Finland. Also on sale. But they're like this much too long for me. So I need to turn the cuff in and shorten it from the cuff. And what else? I have one plaid skirt. I really love it. From Aino and Reino. I like to snatch it up as well, so I want to put there some ribbons that I can put part of the hem of the skirt up. Okay, so I made the overlock and then pulled in the ends, and now I need to think what I will do with this situation here. I will see what I have. So I have my bias tape options. This is a reflective one. I don't know if you can get it from here now, but it is a reflective one. So it would be similar to the one that I have on the shoulder seam. Slight darker, but you know, anyway. It's not stretchy, but this is neither, so it would be okay. And then I have a gray one, which would be just gray, so it would go as well. But I think I will try to go with the reflective one. This is just stripes cut out from the reflective fabric that I have as a sheet. And I think it might be a bit too narrow, but I need to see how I can fit it in, how I can place it in here, and if it's enough for it should be enough for my purpose. Otherwise I need to just cut it wider, like the width of the normal bias binding. I think I will go with this because it also then has a function. I was previously having the mic the wrong way around, so you might not have heard so well. Okay, so I need to place this in, and I was just thinking. I've been making what's paspelband in English? You know, the band where you wear normally some kind of cord in the middle, and then you just sew it like this between two seams. I will put it here somewhere, the word. But I've been using this for that purpose before on kids' clothes. So I will now open up this a bit. Can you actually see there something? I will open this a bit and then I will put it in here, and I think I will first sew this just on the front and then turn it to the back, and then I have enough for my zipper. I hope. Let's try. You can always unpick. Just prolongs the project a bit if you need to do that. So I will unpick this a bit that I can place the reflective one underneath this. And then try to define a spot where I begin. And my plan was now so I will place this like this and then sew one line, straight line down, and then I will turn it over the edge and place this one on top so that I get the nice cut. And I try to place the cut point at the same position. Let's see how I've managed that. Are we again optimizing here? So I place it like this, and then when I sew, it is my overlock seam is going to be covered with this, and then I turn it here, and then I have here also enough that I get everything covered. This is not gonna fray, so I don't need to pay attention to that one. And here I will first sew it all the way here and then cut, place it in and turn in the back. I don't even know what I wanted to, you know. Let's sew this on. Wish me luck. Done. It looks that my plan is working. So I'm gonna now get it quite nicely turned and it will be secured. So I think this is working out just fine. So I will need to do the same for the other side. And then I need to pin or clip. I might need to put something in here. Some distraction. Distraction. Do not put it this way around. I guess I will get it more flat and neat if I put the reflecting part up. But I can surely manage that. And this end I will fold on this side and then turn it like this, so then it is quite neat package which you cannot see at the moment. Come on, yeah, now you can. So when I turn it first over the lower edge to the back and then turn it like this, then I can get it quite neatly covered. So the other side. So if I now did it correctly, we'll prove that. Otherwise looks good. Moment of truth. It's a bit higher. It's much higher. So these two need to be aligned because it will be aligned also with the zipper. It's okay. We just need to take it out a bit and then secure again. Let's try before I sew it on. Yeah. This was my cue. I hope that was my cue, so let's see. Like this. Yeah, they are now good. That will work just fine. These two are aligned. And these two are aligned. Then I still need to align them with the zipper. So shall we finish the zipper today? I'm a bit afraid of that because it's getting late again, but I guess I could try to pin it in, stick it in. So my card just ended, so let's take it as a sign that it is late and I need to continue this tomorrow. But I think it will, okay. Second sign. I'm not gonna blow it, you know. I'm not gonna destroy my jacket today anymore, so I will do it tomorrow morning after I have had a good night's sleep. Let's place it in that I remember what I just recognized. Well, it will work anyway. That's good. Alrighty. Close call. Not happening today. See you tomorrow. Good morning. So this is looking quite good. let's see where we left yesterday. Yeah, good. So I need to fix the other side and then we'll sew it on. And now what I need to pay attention to is that I have here 2 spots where I need to check that I get the exact fit. I guess it's easier if because I would need to close the zipper in order to have it correctly. So I will sew the first side on and then I will close it and then pin where I need to have this fixed from this position, because otherwise it will be not there where I need it. It will have a, I don't know how. So let me show you. So I have now fixed this side. So I will need to sew this on first, then close the zipper and then see that I have these 2 spots aligning with these 2 spots. If I now just try to put it on, it might get correctly, but it might also shift. So I will close it and then fix it with some pins when it's still closed and then open and attached here. So let's sew this one on. Stitch length 3, and I will sew on the edge of the binding, and I want my needle to stay down. I'm trying to keep now the alignment so that I'm having same distance from the side. It will not be exact, but as good as possible. My tip, don't be afraid to sew over needles. It is, if you don't hit it exactly, then it's not gonna be an issue. And normally it will also roll over, so it is not so dramatic. Looks a bit funny, but it's on. I will pin the top that I have it roughly there where I need to, and then so I need to align also the bottom. I need to have my pins. So at least now it looks okay for that. This would align and this would align. So I need to pin it up here like this, and I need to start this now from the bottom because I will have, no, I guess I can start it from the bottom. Okay, it's a bit of a slippery material to work with, but now we should be okay. So let's go, and let's start from the bottom, and of course I can sew it like this so it will go exactly the same way. I don't know what I was again mumbling. Good. Off we go. Remember to place the fabric in the front, otherwise you will have it dragging down all the time. I always forget that. So maybe one pin if I have another one. I'll place it here. alignment same as in the other side. Yeah, about. So it helps if you, when you sew a zipper, you pull the sledge, how is it called? Slider? What's the name of this? You pull it back and then you start to sew for a part. Then you stop, lift the foot, take it back down, then you have again all free to sew. So now I already start pulling my first fixing point is here, so I need to get it evened. I don't want to have a bulk here. If it bulks like this, then I need to lift the foot and press it a bit down. It will smooth out, hopefully. And now when it's also under tension, then it might be shifting from under the foot. No, I don't want to remove the pin yet. So like this you can force it to stay put. Let's see how bad it looks. When we remove it, you also just see that it stays aligned. Also need to pin it down because it's fleeing here. Okay. Let's see what happened. I never know. I don't ever put these straight away in my bin that I have next to me. I always need to put them on the table. So let's zip it up and see how did it go. Yoo-hoo! Unbelievable. Can you believe it? I need to see from the screen. This one and this one, they're aligning. I mean, I see 1 millimeter difference here, but I don't mind. Yay! And the bottom looks quite okay as well. I need to bind this one. And the top. It's a slight adjusting. Way to go. And it's also not looking so bad. So I will put another stitch on this edge and this edge, so on the outer edges of the zipper, on the binding, outer edges of the binding. So the first of all, the zipper lays flat and it is also then attaching the whole. Because here you can see that I'm just barely touching the fabric with the first stitch. And here, for example, not at all. So I will fix it from this edge that it's also here. Fix on this side. And like at the top I need to still do something for the top. But that's already peanuts. So now I will put the needle on the other side of the foot, presser foot, and stitch. I should have adjusted the top before I do the stitch, this one here. So maybe I will stop it here, adjust my ending, and then I continue exactly there where I stopped. You know, I will stop it now here. I'll adjust my ending because they were a bit funky. So I fix these ones first, and then I will continue exactly from the same stitch point where I was. Planning. So now when I stop it, it means that I take the needle up, leave enough yarn, thread, make a knot in the back side, leave it there, and then I see what I needed to fix here. Okay, so the side that I just stopped sewing, it was the better side, so that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna have it like this. And yay! Now it's even. Good. So let's finish this side first. So what I meant that I'll now do, so I finished earlier as I thought I needed to fix this side. I finished here the stitching, so I will now place the needle exactly here again and continue further. I'll just pull the thread in the back so that I can knot it. Let's see. I guess that'll do. Just did the same for the other side. So now we are done. We are done. I could have put a black bobbin. If I would have used black bobbin, then the backside would be looking more nice. It's quite visible now, but it's peanuts. Looks quite sporty, huh? Let me put it on. Yay! It's still it doesn't have pockets. It has one here for something. I might need to put here some pockets, but I guess that's something for another time. Great. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for further mending content. I have many garments that I want to improve for more of my liking, snazifying or just mending. So make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching this far. See you soon. Bye.